Obviously, it's something very expensive and very fast. But what is most special here is that it was straight up donated to Genius Garage.
I was asked about it in every automotive interview that I've ever had.
The world is a nicer place than you might think. We got a cool race car. What will the future bring? What's up, people? So today is a very exciting and special day because Genius Garage has got a new car. It's a very exciting car. It's one of, I think, 7 original cars and only 2 with this 740 horsepower V10 engine. Now, why is this special? Well, it kind of doesn't matter what the car is. Obviously, it's something very expensive and very fast. But what is most special here is that it was straight up donated to Genius Garage. And Genius Garage is the 501c3 nonprofit public educational charity that I created to help give college students in engineering, mechanics, etc., a real opportunity to do something in the real world and launch careers. Well, it's been like 8 years now, and we've done a lot with, frankly, very, very little to nothing. And in that amount of time, this wasn't just like some big insurance company or some darn place trying to do a vanity foundation or some BS that just throws a bunch of money at things and then goes out in 2 years. It was blood, sweat, and tears to give young people a shot, to bolster industry, to give them what they can't get in academia. And it's very exciting. And on that note, I want to introduce a student from the very first year of Genius Garage, Austin Wright. What is up? Yes, this guy. Wait, how old are you now?
I'm 25.
Do you have a job or are you a bum?
Yeah, I work for Stellantis as a calibrator, Dodge Challenger and Charger.
So you're just driving around in frickin' muscle cars all day?
Don't tell anybody.
That's my job. That's your job. I'm not supposed to tell anybody that?
It's my job.
Okay, that's his job. Okay, so what do you think of Genius Garage?
Spectacular.
What did you do when you were on the program?
So I actually worked on this car, which was another charitable donation. And I did aerodynamics and suspension on this car. And I was asked about it in every automotive interview that I've ever had. I've knew from before college that I wanted to get in the automotive industry, and Genius Garage was awesome. Every interview I had, they're asking me, so what'd you do on this race car? And it was pretty impressive.
Nice. So definitely help you at least get your foot in the door, maybe help land some jobs?
Absolutely.
Nice. Okay, so beyond that, you were on it on the very first year.
Yep.
And another kind of neat little thing, you guys, since obviously I am a YouTuber. So it was actually a connection that first got me on VinWiki. This guy.
Yeah, so I guess as a automotive YouTube enthusiast, maybe connoisseur.
I'd never heard of VinWiki at this point.
I came across VinWiki with these old McLaren F1 videos that were super cool, and they just had guests with cool stories on. And the first thought I had was this guy I used to work with, and I'm like, he drove a Countach, he dailies a Viper, that guy is nuts. He would be fantastic for this channel. So I think I might have reached out to them, and I was like,
yeah, Ed, yeah.
Hey Casey, by the way, I asked if this YouTube channel wants to have you, and all I did was plug A to B. He took it and ran.
Well, thanks, man. So it's neat how that goes. Everything comes together. Austin got to be the student, get a cool job, and actually it was him thinking and watching VinWiki that frankly launched my ability to be a YouTuber, as well as then get stuff for Genius Garage like this car today. So here's the deal, guys. We're gonna go get it out of the trailer and time-lapse this thing, but I wanna make a very important note. So a guy, a very cool guy, that doesn't want any credit or his name on it or anything, just gave it to us. Well, obviously he's in a position in life where he was able to do that, but here's the truth of the matter. We're in an old 1940s Quonset hut, and I make a modest income off of YouTube because I am not enormous, which means we don't really have that much money to fix this crap. We got cool crap.
I get it.
Yeah, but we're broke. Yeah, we're like those people that, you know what I'm talking about. They hillbilly rich, they take out a bunch of loans so they have cool stuff, but they have no money.
Well, you got money, it's just tied up in 30 cars.
Assets, maybe. Yeah. We're not selling stuff to fund stuff. We're going there. So I think there's going to be some fun fundraising things coming up. In fact, we're thinking of selling some IndyCar wheels that we're getting like this from the past. That'd be really cool for you guys. Maybe if you want, students or me or whatever, sign it, make a nice note. So we're going to do some fundraisers. So if you like Genius Garage and you think it matters to the future, please consider making a donation. You can go to geniusgarageracing.com. It is 501c3 nonprofit. So any contribution you make is in fact tax deductible. And this doesn't happen without all of you. No joke. There's no big corporation doing it. Like, we've had one corporation give us a little bit of money because they like us, but that doesn't cut the mustard. There's no school getting behind this. And let's be honest, a school would just ruin it. They don't know how things work in the real world. So it really is the blood, sweat, and tears of people like myself, Austin coming back, making this happen, doing the donation. So if you like it, please consider making a donation, getting behind it, sponsoring Genius Garage, whatever. So on that note, you want to see this car?
Absolutely.
Yes! Kart racing is the most affordable form of motorsports there is, and it's also the most competitive. So for that reason, you've got to have an amazing chassis. And for me, it's Top Kart. When I'm at a race, I simply go to TopKartUSA.com, check out their chassis setup and tuning guide, and that's the secret that gets me on the podium. So when it's time for you to go racing, call up Top Kart USA. Boom, so here it is. This is a Riley pseudo Daytona prototype, Mark 22, I think. Now, I called it a pseudo Daytona prototype because this particular one was actually built with a small handful where they threw out the rules because racing rules just make things slower and lamer.
Yep.
This is true.
Agreed.
I mean, so they threw those out and made it faster. It's got more aero, it's stronger, it lasts longer, it's carbon fiber out the yin yang, and it's got a bigger, faster, nastier engine that makes 750 horsepower instead of something lame like you'd see in the 24 Hours of Daytona. This is a monster. The best Daytona prototype DP car you could get, and only one of two of the Dynan-built BMW V10s out of the M6 street car.
I saw it with my eyes. It's spectacular.
Oh yeah, we got another engine. We have a second engine and a second transaxle, which is really awesome. Now, here's the catch. Both of the engines went gablooey. They didn't go gablooey so hard that there's like galloping sticks and holes in the block, but because BMW, we are German and we are engineers and we don't see the light of day or ever think that things have to be worked on in the future, they decided to put the bore spacing so close together. So allegedly the blocks wear out right there between the cylinders. So we're gonna have to fix up and build the engines, but it's a pretty epic car. So enough of that. Austin, what do you think?
It's super cool. This thing is lovely. I'm sure you've seen the shots of it outside. It looks sweet from any angle. I got to sit in it as we took it off the trailer, and it is nothing but carbon fiber and metal. This is special. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely all business. Like the Genius Garage yellow Corvette's really cool and laid out well, but you can tell it's a little more archaic from the late 80s and all. Mm-hmm. And this thing's very business, very utilitarian, very specialized spaceship of speed. So it's going to be a really fast car, really neat one for Genius Garage and the opportunity to get into engine building. So Austin, you were in the very first Genius Garage year.
Yep.
What has it meant to you, or what have you like noticed in watching the Genius Garage journey since you've been out having your job, but kind of watching from afar with Genius Garage to this point? Like, what have you seen? How did it feel like?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, it's really changed the interview process for me in that I feel like I always have a leg up, and I know they're going to ask me about something that I know a lot about, that I can talk about, that'll present me well. And also, I learned a ton about just hands-on things. Like before I joined Genius Garage in your program, I was like I would have described myself as a car guy, but it was like I read the magazines, I know the statistics.
You only worked on the radio control cars.
Right, and then when I came here and you're like, grab me that tool, and I'm like, what is that? And I learned so much about actually wrenching. And then I had a Volkswagen Scirocco, then I had a Mercedes 560 SL, and now I have a Focus ST that I've tuned up, and like those skills totally developed with you and the other students at Genius Garage.
Sure. So what has it felt like seeing like the slow progression, but the growth of Genius Garage, and then also with YouTube, and then like today where we got this unbelievable car straight donated to the program? How does that make you feel?
I feel like I missed out my YouTube career opportunity in that first year, and I'm really upset.
Hey man, I got you on VinWiki.
I'm
you
totally
got what,
kidding.
2 stories?
No, I think it's really cool, and I actually love keeping track of progress. Like the Lycan build, I was watching every episode, and like the way that student finished the lights looks so professional.
Oh, yeah.
I got a huge kick out of seeing those and what the students were up to now. And then it's also cool having just professional connections of other students from Genius Garage. Like the guy who did the cooling and everything on the Indy car was one of my best friends. Yeah, and he lived 40 minutes away from me up in Michigan, working for a different OEM.
Which one was he working for?
General Motors, but he's now been poached by
He's been poached by Lucid Air?
Yeah, Lucid.
Yeah, Lucid.
Yep, it took my friend. But either way, like, you know, I have friends at so many OEMs now, and those are people I could reach out to, and it's really cool.
Cool. So we're going to get this going. So you guys are going to have to come back. Wanted to kind of talk about the feels, what it means. Because, guys, a person, not a giant company, not anything, a guy who likes cars gave this to us. No strings attached other than it goes to Genius Garage to teach, and be part of it for the students. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that means everything. And you guys, Genius Garage would not exist, obviously, if it wasn't for my ridiculous blood, sweat, and tears and making a horrible living over the last 7 years.
He's right.
I don't get paid to be here. No one else does. That's how much we love it, okay? It would be nice if we did, because there'd be a lot more money. We'd probably be building rocket ships by now. But anyway, you know, it's been because people have seen what's been going on, know it's real, looked into it, and they want to donate and be part of it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that you now have this outreach, and more people can know what we're doing, and like.
Yeah, thank goodness, because it wouldn't exist otherwise. Schools have no idea what they're doing. That's a joke. No, it is, no offense, but like the entire financial model for the educational system is going to collapse. And like OEMs and industries not set up to train their students. Mm-hmm. So if you don't go out there and try to make your way for yourself, there's nothing else like this. That's why I did it. So it's really worked. And I hope I don't sound overly passionate and like
I agree with
aggressive
you,
about it.
I got a degree in aerospace engineering, wanting to get into the auto industry, and never did anything hands-on besides my capstone where we made something that existed in a wind tunnel.
Yeah. And then what does industry want when they go to hire people?
Yeah, they want hands-on experience and someone that actually, like, my aside that I'd like to say about Genius Garage and the hiring process and stuff, if you were interviewed and you didn't know the 4 stages of the combustion process, I don't think you get in.
No.
Like at least in my department, they're looking for gearheads. And I don't know anyone that's been hired that didn't know that question.
Right.
And they asked me specifically about the Scirocco I had, the Mercedes I had. What'd you replace on it? How hard was that? What was that like? And I'd tell them I disconnected fuel lines and brake line, and like they really want the technical people, which is a skill they develop here.
Nice, cool. So
or in formula, or like, you know, if you're way on the other side of the country, I think there are opportunities maybe outside of like the classic
programs
school.
in schools.
Yeah, so like a student organization, but. Or if you had some old car too, you can develop those skills, but you're lucky if you're within a radius of this guy.
But yeah, if you can get on an SAE program in school, those are great. Still within the academic vacuum, but a really good opportunity to do and learn. Mm-hmm. If you can go work, be a mechanic out there in the world, doesn't matter if you're working on diesel trucks or Ferraris, it's still good experience, a lot of learning. Radio control vehicles, building radio control airplanes, all of those things really matter. So just keep that in mind. Even building like 124 scale slot cars, that matters too. Massive thank you to the mystery person that has given this car. No, it's not Jay Leno. There's something really neat here going on with Genius Garage, and it exists because normal people, general people, whoever it is, can reach out and donate. You can do so by going to geniusgarageracing.com. Right on there, you can donate or reach out if you want to do something, be part of it. It would seriously be helpful if somebody wants to make a monetary donation or foundation, because I'm only so good at stretching $1. I've stretched them so far you can see through them.
Yeah, and if you want to buy those Indy wheels and have me sign them.
Oh, you want to sign it?
Make a little special.
Austin will sign the IndyCar wheels for another $100.
Yeah.
That sound right? We'll come back to you on that. I gotta acquire the Indy wheels first. There's allegedly a lot of them we can
They'd probably rather have your signature too.
Mine? I don't know. I'm just a sweaty guy in a garage right now. Okay, wait, we have to say something cool and profound. Yes, to end on.
Do what you love. It'll lead you the right way.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I ended up in a race car earlier.
Yeah, but Okay, do a sure you love if there's some idiot like me who sets his life back for other people. That works out better.
Sorry.
It's okay now. I like have a house. We fix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. It's not about me. It's about Genius Garage. So we got a cool car. It's broken. You should come back next time. We're going to totally show you the engine and all the cool whiz-banging little things in it. And then I don't know how we're going to fix it.
You're going to want to see it, that Dyna engine.
Yeah. We need money to fix it and for the next crop of students. So if you want to reach out and sponsor students, hit us up. That's all I got. Say something clever, please.
Dyna parts are in Deutschmark, so whatever you're going to donate, maybe multiply by like 70% or something.
Is it? Are you talking for our foreign donors? Okay, well, hope maybe Steve Dinan will help us put these engines back together since he was the one that built them.
Sounds good.
They do okay. They do okay until about 45 hours. Then they go apparently. Okay, that's all I got. So we're out. Yes, Genius Garage. The world is a nicer place than you might think. We got a cool race car. What will the future bring?
Time will tell.
We should probably put that
Watch next episode and you'll see.
See you guys next time. Please subscribe. A huge shout out to KW Suspension. Guys, this year you're going to see beautiful coilovers such as this going on many of my cars, including my Porsche 944, my Dodge Viper, and even some of these crazy race cars. And the reason is simple. This is one of the best shock companies in the world. It was founded in Germany in 1992 by Klaus Wolfarth, and recently they just launched a new 1.2 million square foot robotic warehouse where they're creating unbelievably nice suspension components such as this for 15 different original equipment manufacturers. So whether you're a street enthusiast, a weekend track warrior, or you are building the Le Mans car of your dreams, guys, check out KW Suspension. Unbelievably nice shocks. So go down in the description below, patronize them. You're going to be glad you did.